The coolest and easiest EQ trick ever. Next on Music Surgery with me, Dr. Bob. Hey you guys, quickly before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. And don't forget to check out the Doctor's Lounge, my store, and the links to some great samples below in the description of this video. Oftentimes when I'm EQing something, I'd like to know and be able to hear exactly what it is I'm doing. Most of the time it sounds better or worse, but if I could hear exactly what was going on, I could improve my frequency choices, EQ curves, how much to add or take away. When a painter is applying a particular color to a canvas, he knows exactly what that color is and what it's going to look like. How can I be this sure with my EQ choices? Watch this. All right, you guys, again, cool stuff. I've heard about this concept for a long time and never tried it or forgot to try about it and saw it the first time last year, 2023. And it's absolutely brilliant. So let me just play a little bit of the song. We'll get into it. It's so easy, you won't believe it, but so cool, you won't believe it either. Let me just play a little of this track, get acclimated. Here we go. Okay, so a little bit of soul action. The first thing I'm going to do, I mean, this is so simple, it's ridiculous, is I'm going to make an exact copy of that track. So it doesn't have any plugins on it. It has no EQ on it. But if it did, I would need that to be an exact track. So copy that track with all the settings, everything precisely. And then what I'm going to do is if I play these now, it'll be extra loud because two will be playing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the phase. You could do this on a plugin. You can do it on whatever. I'm going to flip the phase on one of them like that. And when I play it, you will hear nothing. I'm not going to get into a phase conversation, but what that does is when I play both of them, you'll hear nothing. So now I realize, well, here, let me move ahead. So on the second track, on the bottom one, or it could be the top one either, and also, before I get carried away, it's just a stereo track. This could be a lead vocal. This could be a bass part. This could be a snare drum. This could be anything. I'm making an exact duplicate. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick the bottom one and watch what happens when you hear nothing. But now watch what happens when I make the bottom one different than the top one. So anything I'm doing to the bottom one now, all I will hear is the difference that I make. And this is an excellent way to sculpt EQ. Now, I realize that some plugins have delta mode or listen mode, and that's fine. But there are a lot of plugins, SSL EQ, things like that, that don't have that. So now, if I want to know exactly what I'm doing, what EQ moves I'm making, I can know exactly what that is. Now, I realize I'm listening into solo mode, which you're not supposed to do. But I want to know, what does 10K right there sound like on this track? Well, that's only 10K. Now, obviously, it's a bigger bell, but I can really narrow that down. Now, every track, every song is different. Some songs, some engineers go or mixers go, well, I slap some 10K at the end of the mix and 1K and 100 hertz and I'm done. Man, I've never been that lucky. It's always been about, every song is different. Every song has its sweet spot. So I'm gonna search around up here, make this a little wider. Where are the beautiful frequencies in the high end of this? And it's so cool because all I'm gonna hear is what I'm doing here. All right, that sounds pretty cool there. Let me figure out the bottom end. Definitely get those subs down there. So, as you can tell, now I've really been able to accurately pinpoint what I'm doing to this track. And I could go to mid-range and all that. But so now what I would do is I would mute the top track. And now these EQ moves are on the track that I made. And they sound great. If you do this in a project, say this was 2 lead vocals, you would just take the top one that you've done nothing to. You're just using that for the phase cancellation, and you remove it. Now all I'm left with is the one track, bring the phase back to in phase, and I'm left with these 2 EQ moves that I know precisely exactly what I've done. What an easy trick. Absolutely incredible. And as a side note, I have some tinnitus. If there's any doctors or ear specialists out there, would it make sense if you found out what patient's exact tinnitus frequency was and found a way to match that frequency with a device and then hit the phase? Would it cancel it out in my brain? I don't know. I mean, thankfully, I don't have tinnitus too bad, but it would be nice to get rid of it. Food for thought there for you inventors out there. Well, there you go. Super easy, but incredibly effective. The guesswork is gone. Now you can hear exactly what you're boosting or cutting with any EQ. Thanks as always for watching. Give me some comment love and a thumbs up below, and hit me at drbobmusicsurgery@gmail.com if you want to say hello or you want me to work on your music. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you the next time the doctor's in.